Hello and welcome. In this video we will learn about Rafael Nadal. Rafael Nadal is one of the greatest tennis players in the world. He is known for his hard work, strong mind, and love for the game. Many people call him the king of clay, because he is very good on clay courts. But Nadal is more than just a great player. He is also a kind person, a fighter, and a role model for young people around the world. Rafael Nadal was born in Spain in a small town called Manacor. He started playing tennis when he was only 3 years old. His uncle, Tony Nadal, was his first coach. Tony taught him to be strong, to never give up, and to always work hard. These lessons helped Nadal become the champion he is today. Life was not always easy for Nadal. He had many injuries in his career. Sometimes, he had to stop playing for many months. But he never gave up. Every time he was hurt, he came back stronger. This shows his great spirit and willpower. He always says, "I will fight until the end." This is why many fans around the world love and respect him. Nadal has won many big tournaments, including the French Open, Wimbledon, the US Open, and the Australian Open. He has also won gold medals at the Olympics and helped Spain win the Davis Cup. His matches are full of energy and passion. When he plays, he gives 100%. He runs, he fights, and he never stops. This is very inspiring for young people. But Rafael Nadal is not just a tennis star. He is also a good human being. He started a foundation to help children and young people. His goal is to give them a better future through education and sports. He also opened the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain. Many young players go there to learn tennis and study at the same time. Nadal is humble and respectful. He always speaks kindly about his opponents. He shows that winning is not everything. What matters most is how you play the game and how you treat others. He teaches us that success comes from hard work, discipline, and a good heart. This video will tell you more about Rafael Nadal's life, his journey in tennis, and the lessons we can learn from him. His story is full of hope, courage, and dreams. If you are a student learning English, and you want to feel inspired, this is a great story for you. So, let us begin the journey of Rafael Nadal, a true champion, a fighter, and a hero for all. Chapter 1. Early Life and Family Roots. Rafael Nadal was born on June 3, 1986, in a small town called Manacor. Manacor is on the island of Majorca, in Spain. It is a quiet place with beautiful beaches and warm weather. This is where Nadal grew up with his family and learned to play tennis. Rafael's full name is Rafael Nadal Parera. His father's name is Sebastián Nadal. He owns a business. His mother's name is Ana Maria Parera. She takes care of the home and the family. Rafael has one younger sister. Her name is Maria Isabel. They are very close. Nadal loves his family very much, and they are very important in his life. Rafael's uncle, Tony Nadal, played a big role in his life. Tony was a tennis coach. When Rafael was only 3 years old, Tony gave him a tennis racket. He started to teach him how to play. Tony was a strong coach. He wanted Rafael to be a good player and a good person. He always told him to work hard, stay humble, and never give up. These values helped Rafael become a champion. Another uncle of Rafael, Miguel Ángel Nadal, was a famous football player. He played for the Spanish national team and for FC Barcelona. Rafael loved football too, and he was very good at it. When he was a boy, he had to choose between football and tennis. He liked both, but in the end, he chose tennis. That was a big decision in his life. Rafael started playing in small tennis matches in his town. People saw that he was very talented. He was fast, focused, and strong. At just 8 years old, he won his first tennis tournament. His family supported him a lot. His father and mother wanted him to enjoy the sport, but they also wanted him to stay close to school and family. So, Rafael stayed in Majorca and trained there. He did not go to a big city or a big tennis school. Tony made Rafael train on different courts. Sometimes they were old or not in perfect condition. This was to make Rafael strong and ready for anything. Tony also made Rafael play with his left hand, even though he was right-handed. He believed that it would help Rafael play better. This was a special part of his training, and it became one of his strengths. Rafael's early life was full of love, discipline, and sports. His family gave him support. His uncle gave him the right lessons. And Rafael gave his best. These first years in Manacor built the base of his great career. He was not famous yet, but he already had the heart of a champion. This is how the story of Rafael Nadal began. In a small town, with a big dream, and a family that always stood by him. Chapter 2. Rise through the junior ranks. After learning tennis with his uncle Tony, Rafael Nadal started to play in many junior tournaments. He was young, but he was already very good. He had strong shots, fast feet, and a big fighting spirit. People could see that he had something special. When Rafael was just 8 years old, he won a small tennis tournament in his hometown. This made him very happy and gave him more confidence. As he got older, he played more matches against stronger players. He trained every day and worked very hard. His uncle always told him, "Work harder than anyone else and stay humble." Rafael listened and followed this advice. At the age of 12, Nadal won the Spanish and European tennis titles in his age group. He was one of the best young players in Europe. He did not win with luck. He won because he trained hard and never gave up. He was serious on the court and gave 100% in every match. People started to talk about him as a future star. Even though he was winning, Rafael did not stop working. He stayed in Mallorca with his family. Many other young players went to big tennis schools, but Nadal stayed at home. He trained with his uncle and studied at school. His parents wanted him to have a normal life. They believed family was very important. When he was 14, the Spanish Tennis Federation asked Rafael to move to Barcelona to train at a top academy. But Rafael's family said no. They did not want him to leave home at a young age. His father decided to pay for all his training so that Rafael could stay in Mallorca. This was a big decision, but it helped Rafael stay happy and close to the people he loved. By the time he was 15, Nadal turned professional. This means he started playing with adult players in professional tournaments. This is not easy for someone so young. But Nadal was strong, brave, and focused. In 2002, he played his first professional match and won it. He was just 15 years old. Many people were surprised. They saw how fast and smart he was on the court. In 2003, Rafael continued to play more tournaments. He worked on his fitness and improved his game. He learned to play better on different types of courts like clay, grass, and hard courts. He was not afraid of losing. He always tried to learn from every match. His goal was to become better each day. At 17, he was ranked among the top 100 players in the world. This was a big step for a young player. He had now moved from being a top junior to a rising star in the professional world. Rafael Nadal's rise through the junior ranks was full of passion, hard work, and family support. It was just the beginning of a great journey. Chapter 3. Breakthrough and First Grand Slam Win. Rafael Nadal's big breakthrough came in the year 2005. He was only 18 years old, but he was already playing like a champion. That year was very special for him. It was the time when the whole world saw how great he could be. Before 2005, Nadal had already won some small tournaments. He was strong, fast, and played with a lot of heart. He loved playing on clay courts the most. Clay is a slower surface, and it helps players who are good at long rallies. Nadal was perfect for it. He ran fast, hit with power, and never gave up. In 2005, Rafael played in the French Open, also known as Roland Garros. It is one of the 4 biggest tournaments in tennis. These tournaments are called Grand Slams. The French Open is played on clay. This was Nadal's first time playing in the French Open, and he made a big impact. Before the French Open started, Nadal had already won many matches that year. He won tournaments in Monte Carlo, Barcelona, and Rome, all on clay. People started calling him the King of Clay. Even though he was very young, he played like a mature and experienced player. When the French Open began, Nadal played with great energy. He beat strong players in every round. He ran for every ball and played with power and focus. The fans in Paris loved watching him. He played with passion, and they could feel it. In the semi-final, he played against world number 1 Roger Federer. It was a big match. Federer was one of the best players in history. But Nadal did not feel scared. He played with confidence and beat Federer. This was a big moment in his career. In the final, Rafael played against Mariano Puerta from Argentina. It was not an easy match, but Nadal stayed strong. He hit many powerful forehands and played smart points. After 3 hours and 24 minutes, Nadal won the match. He fell to the ground, smiled, and looked very happy. Rafael Nadal had just won his first Grand Slam title, the French Open. He was only 19 years old. It was also his birthday during the tournament. He became the first teenager to win the French Open in many years. The world now saw that he was not just a rising star, he was a real champion. That win changed his life. It gave him more confidence and belief. He proved that hard work, discipline, and family support can lead to success. Many young people around the world started to follow his journey. Rafael Nadal's first Grand Slam win was the beginning of something great. It showed the world his talent, his heart, and his love for tennis. It was not just a win, it was the start of a legendary career. Chapter 4: The King of Clay. Rafael Nadal is known around the world as the King of Clay. This name is very special. It shows how great he is on clay courts. Clay courts are slower than other types of tennis courts. The ball bounces higher and moves slower. Some players find it hard to play on clay, but not Rafael Nadal. He feels at home on this surface. Nadal plays very well on clay because of his style. He runs fast, hits the ball with a lot of spin, and never gives up. He is very strong in long rallies. His footwork is also very good. He moves quickly and always seems ready. On clay, all of these things help him become almost unbeatable. After winning his first French Open in 2005, Nadal continued to win on clay every year. He won many tournaments like Monte Carlo, Rome, and Barcelona again and again. But the French Open, played in Paris, became his favorite and most successful tournament. Nadal has won the French Open a record number of times. No other man in tennis history has won the same Grand Slam as many times as Nadal has won in Paris. Every year, he shows up strong, focused, and ready to fight. Many great players have tried to beat him on clay, but very few have succeeded. What makes Nadal special on clay is not just his skill. It is also his mind. He is calm, focused, and never stops fighting. Even when he is losing, he does not give up. He keeps going point by point, and often comes back to win. This fighting spirit is one reason why fans love him so much. Another reason he is great on clay is his topspin. When Nadal hits the ball, it spins a lot. This makes the ball bounce high, and it becomes hard for his opponents to return. His forehand is one of the best in the world, and on clay, it becomes even more powerful. Nadal's record on clay is amazing. He once won 81 matches in a row on clay, the longest winning streak on one surface in tennis history. He has also won some clay tournaments 10, 11, or even 14 times. These numbers show how dominant he is. Even top players like Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic have said that beating Nadal on clay is one of the hardest things in tennis. His strength, his shots, and his heart make him a true champion on this surface. Because of all this, the world gave him the name, the King of Clay. It is a name he has earned through years of hard work, discipline, and love for the game. Young tennis players today look up to him and try to learn from his clay court skills. Rafael Nadal is more than a great player, he is a legend on clay. and his story on this surface will be remembered forever in the world of tennis. Chapter 5: Iconic Rivalries, Federer, Djokovic, and Beyond. Rafael Nadal is not only famous for winning matches and trophies. He is also known for his great rivalries. In tennis, a rivalry is when two players compete many times, and their matches are exciting and full of drama. Nadal's biggest rivalries are with Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. These three players are some of the best in tennis history. Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer played many amazing matches. Federer is from Switzerland and has a very elegant style. He moves smoothly and hits the ball with grace. Nadal, on the other hand, is full of power, energy, and passion. Their styles are different, but that's what makes their matches so special. Their first big match was in 2004. Nadal was only 17 years old, and Federer was already number 1 in the world. Nadal won that match. People were surprised, but it was only the beginning. Over the years, they played many finals, especially at the French Open, Wimbledon, and the Australian Open. One of their most famous matches was the Wimbledon final in 2008. It was long, close, and full of emotion. Nadal won, and many people say it was the greatest tennis match ever played. Even though they are rivals, Nadal and Federer respect each other a lot. They are also good friends. They often speak kindly about one another and support each other off the court. This friendship makes their rivalry even more beautiful. Nadal also has a big rivalry with Novak Djokovic from Serbia. Djokovic is a strong, smart, and fearless player. He moves very well and can play for many hours without getting tired. Nadal and Djokovic have played more matches against each other than any other players in history. Their rivalry is intense, powerful, and full of long rallies. Their matches are often very close and exciting. They push each other to the limit. One of their longest matches was at the 2012 Australian Open final. It lasted almost 6 hours. Djokovic won that match, but both players showed incredible heart and skill. Unlike Federer, who plays with elegance, and Nadal, who plays with passion, Djokovic plays with perfect balance. That's why their matches are so interesting. They show 3 different styles of tennis at the highest level. Nadal also played important matches against other great players like Andy Murray, Stan Wawrinka, and Daniil Medvedev. These matches also helped him grow as a player. But the rivalries with Federer and Djokovic are the most famous. These rivalries made tennis more exciting for fans. Every time Nadal played against Federer or Djokovic, millions of people around the world watched. The matches were not just about winning, they were about respect, effort, and history. Rafael Nadal's rivalries helped him become better. They also gave tennis some of its greatest moments. These battles will always be remembered as part of the golden era of tennis. Chapter 6: Injuries and Comebacks. Rafael Nadal is one of the strongest and toughest tennis players in the world. But even champions have difficult times. In his career, Nadal has had many injuries. Sometimes he could not play for weeks or months. But every time he got hurt, he came back stronger. His story is not just about winning, it is also about never giving up. Nadal plays with a lot of power and energy. He runs fast, hits hard, and fights for every point. This style of play is exciting, but it also puts a lot of stress on the body. Because of this, Nadal has had many injuries in his legs, knees, arms, and back. One of his first big injuries was in 2005, after his first French Open win. He had a problem with his foot. The doctors said he might not be able to play again. But Nadal did not give up. He worked hard with his team and came back to win more titles. In 2009, he had problems with his knees. He missed Wimbledon that year, even though he was the defending champion. It was very hard for him, but he stayed positive and trained every day. In 2010, he came back and won 3 Grand Slams, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. It was one of the best years of his career. In 2012, Nadal got injured again, this time with his knee. He could not play for 7 months. Many people thought he might not return to the top level. But in 2013, he came back and had an amazing year. He won 10 titles, including the French Open and the US Open. It was one of the greatest comebacks in tennis history. Over the years, he also had injuries in his wrist, back, and abdominal muscles. In 2021 and 2022, he had foot problems again. Still, he won the Australian Open in 2022 in a long, tough final. He came back from 2 sets down and won the match. It showed his heart and fighting spirit once again. Nadal always says, pain is part of the sport. He knows that injuries are not the end. He sees them as challenges. He works with his doctors, listens to his body, and trains in smart ways. He also takes rest when he needs it. That is how he keeps coming back. Each comeback makes Nadal's story even more inspiring. Fans love him not just because he wins, but because he shows strength, courage, and never gives up. He teaches us that life is not always easy, but we must keep moving forward. Rafael Nadal's injuries were painful, but his comebacks were powerful. They made him stronger, wiser, and more respected. His story is a lesson to everyone. No matter how hard life gets, you can always rise again. Chapter 7. Olympic Glory and Davis Cup Triumphs. Rafael Nadal has won many big tennis tournaments, but some of his most special moments came while playing for his country, Spain. He loves to represent his nation, and he always gives his best when wearing the Spanish colors. His Olympic wins and Davis Cup victories show his passion, pride, and team spirit. The Olympic Games are very important in sports. They happen every 4 years, and athletes from all over the world come to compete. Winning a gold medal at the Olympics is a dream for many players. For Rafael Nadal, this dream came true. In 2008, the Olympic Games were held in Beijing, China. Nadal was 22 years old and in great form. He had already won many tournaments that year. At the Olympics, he played with energy and heart. He beat some of the best players in the world. In the final match, he played against Fernando Gonzalez from Chile. Nadal won the match and took home the gold medal in men's singles. It was a proud moment for him and for Spain. Winning an Olympic medal is different from other titles. It is not just about tennis, it is about representing your country. When Nadal stood on the podium and listened to the Spanish national anthem, he felt very emotional. He said it was one of the best moments of his life. Nadal also won another Olympic gold medal in 2016. This time, it was in men's doubles. He played with his good friend Marc Lopez. They worked well together and showed great teamwork. They won the gold medal in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Once again, Nadal made his country proud. Another way Nadal has helped Spain is by playing in the Davis Cup. The Davis Cup is a team event in tennis. Countries play against each other in a series of matches. It is very exciting and full of team spirit. Nadal has been a key part of Spain's Davis Cup team for many years. Nadal helped Spain win the Davis Cup in 2004, 2008, 2009, 2011, and 2019. He always plays with passion and gives everything for his team. In 2019, the Davis Cup was held in Madrid, and Spain won the title in front of their home fans. Nadal played many matches that week and won all of them. He showed strong leadership and helped bring the team to victory. Nadal says that playing for Spain is a special feeling. He enjoys the team atmosphere and the support of the crowd. Even when he is tired or injured, he tries to play for his country if he can. Rafael Nadal's Olympic glory and Davis Cup wins show that he is not only a great singles player, but also a great teammate and a true champion for his country. These moments are a big part of his amazing career and have given joy to millions of fans in Spain and around the world. Chapter 8. Off-Court Life and Philanthropy. Rafael Nadal is a champion on the tennis court, but he is also a great person off the court. When he is not playing tennis, he enjoys a simple and quiet life. He spends time with his family, helps people in need, and supports young players through his foundation and academy. His life outside tennis shows his kind heart and humble nature. Nadal was born in a small town called Manacor on the island of Majorca, Spain. Even after becoming famous, he still lives there. He likes to stay close to his family and childhood friends. He enjoys fishing, playing golf, and spending time at the beach. He also loves watching football, and he is a big fan of Real Madrid. Rafael is very close to his parents, sister, and wife. In 2019, he married his longtime girlfriend, Ziska Perello. She works with his charity projects and supports him in every way. Nadal says that family is very important in his life and helps him stay grounded and happy. But Nadal's off-court life is not just about family and fun. He also works hard to give back to the world. He started the Rafa Nadal Foundation in 2008 with the help of his mother, Ana Maria. The foundation helps children and young people who come from difficult backgrounds. It gives them a chance to learn, play sports, and build a better future. The Rafa Nadal Foundation runs projects in Spain and in other countries. It supports education, health, and sports for children in need. One of the goals is to teach kids important values like respect, teamwork, and effort. Nadal believes that sports can change lives, and he wants to share his success with others. In 2016, Nadal also opened the Rafa Nadal Academy in Manacor. It is a special place where young tennis players can train and study at the same time. The academy gives students the chance to grow as athletes and as people. Coaches at the academy teach tennis skills, but they also teach good habits, respect, and discipline. Just like Nadal learned from his uncle Tony. Many students from different countries come to the Rafa Nadal Academy. Some of them dream of becoming professional players. Others simply want to enjoy tennis and get a good education. Nadal often visits the academy, talks to the kids, and gives them advice. He is not just a name, he is part of their journey. Nadal also supports people during hard times. In 2018, when floods hit Mallorca, he helped clean the streets and gave money to help families. He always tries to do the right thing and help his community. Rafael Nadal's life off the court shows his true character. He is kind, generous, and always ready to help others. He uses his fame and success to make the world a better place. That is why people admire him not only as a tennis player but also as a human being. Chapter 9. Legacy, Records, and Impact on Tennis. Rafael Nadal is one of the most successful tennis players in history. He has won many trophies and set many records. But his true legacy is more than just numbers. He has changed the game of tennis and inspired millions of people around the world. One of Nadal's biggest achievements is his record at the French Open. He has won this Grand Slam 14 times, which is more than any other player in history. Winning the same big tournament so many times shows his skill, hard work, and love for the sport. No one has ever dominated one tournament like Nadal has dominated Roland Garros. Nadal has also won all 4 Grand Slam titles: the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. This is called a career Grand Slam. He is one of the few players to do this. It means he is great on all surfaces: clay, grass, and hard courts. In total, Rafael Nadal has won 22 Grand Slam singles titles, which makes him one of the top 3 players of all time, along with Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. These 3 legends played in the same era and pushed each other to be better. Many people call this time the golden era of tennis. Nadal is also the youngest male player to win the career Grand Slam and an Olympic gold medal in singles. He is one of the few players to win both singles and doubles gold medals at the Olympics. These wins show that he can play well alone and as part of a team. His win-loss record on clay is the best in history. He once won 81 matches in a row on clay courts, the longest winning streak on one surface. His matches are full of energy, long rallies, and amazing shots. Fans love to watch him fight for every point. But numbers are only part of his story. Nadal's real impact is in his attitude. He always shows respect for his opponents. He never breaks his racket or shouts in anger. He plays with passion but also with honor. Coaches, parents, and young players often say, "Play like Rafa." That means, work hard, stay humble, and give your best. Nadal has also helped grow tennis around the world. In Spain, many children started playing tennis because of him. Around the world, young players try to copy his style and mindset. He has shown that success comes not just from talent, but from discipline, focus, and heart. Even when he is injured, he keeps fighting. His comebacks have inspired many people in sports and in life. He teaches us that failure is not the end, it is just a part of the journey. Rafael Nadal's legacy is not only in titles and trophies. It is in the hearts of people who watch him play. His name will always be remembered, not just as a tennis legend, but as a true champion of life. Chapter 10: The Future, Retirement, Business Ventures, and Academy. Rafael Nadal has played professional tennis for more than 20 years. He has won many titles and become one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. But every athlete has a time when they must stop playing. As Nadal gets older, many people ask, what will he do after retirement? Nadal has already started thinking about the future, and he has many exciting plans. Nadal has had many injuries in his career. These injuries make it hard to play long matches and travel around the world. In recent years, he has missed many tournaments because of his body. He knows that one day, he will have to stop playing. But he wants to finish his career in the right way. He hopes to play one more full season and say goodbye to the fans who have supported him for so long. Even after he retires, Nadal will not leave the world of tennis. He loves the sport too much. He will continue to help young players and share his experience with them. One of the most important things he has done is build the Rafa Nadal Academy in his hometown, Manacor, Spain. The Rafa Nadal Academy is a place where young players can train and study. The goal is to help children become both good athletes and good people. At the academy, students learn tennis, go to school, and build important values like discipline, respect, and hard work. Nadal often visits the academy, watches the students play, and gives them advice. The academy is also open to adults and visitors from around the world. People can come, train, and feel inspired by Nadal's story. It is more than just a school, it is a symbol of Nadal's legacy and his love for tennis. Besides tennis, Nadal is also interested in business. He has started several business ventures. For example, he has invested in hotels, restaurants, and fitness centers. One of his projects is a chain of tennis-themed hotels. He wants to create spaces where people can enjoy sports and relax in a healthy way. Nadal is also a brand ambassador for many famous companies. These partnerships help him earn money and grow his image around the world. But he always chooses brands that match his values: honesty, quality, and respect. In 2023, Rafael Nadal and his wife, Ziska, welcomed their first child, a baby boy. Being a father is now a big part of his life. He says he wants to spend more time with his family and enjoy life off the court. Family has always been important to him, and now it will be even more special. Rafael Nadal's future is full of possibilities. Whether it is helping young players, building his academy, or starting new businesses, he will continue to make a difference. He may retire from tennis, but his journey is not over. Nadal's story will inspire people for many years. On the court, he was a fighter. Off the court, he is a leader, a teacher, and a role model. The best may still be ahead. Vocabularies. 1. Champion. A person who has won a competition or is the best at a sport. 2. Tournament. A series of matches played to find a winner. 3. Rivalry. A situation where two people or teams compete against each other for success. 4. Injury. Physical harm or damage to the body. 5. Comeback. A return to success after a period of difficulty or failure. 6. Philanthropy. The act of helping people by giving money, time, or resources. 7. Legacy. Something important or valuable that a person leaves behind after their career or life. 8. Academy. A special school or place for training in a subject or sport. 9. Discipline. The ability to control oneself and work hard to achieve something. 10. Ambassador. A person who represents and promotes a company, organization, or country. White heavy check mark. Quiz questions. 1. Where was Rafael Nadal born? 2. Who was Rafael Nadal's first tennis coach? 3. What was the first Grand Slam tournament Nadal won? 4. What special nickname is given to Rafael Nadal because of his success on clay courts? 5. Who are Nadal's two most famous tennis rivals? 6. What does Rafael Nadal always do after getting injured? 7. In which year did Rafael Nadal win his first Olympic gold medal? 8. What is the name of Nadal's foundation that helps children? 9. How many French Open titles has Rafael Nadal won? 10. What is the name of the tennis training center Nadal built in Manacor? Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning with us. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us grow and bring you more inspiring stories and easy English learning content. Do you have a topic you'd like us to cover in our next video? Maybe a famous person, an invention, or a country? Let us know in the comments or messages. We'd love to hear your ideas. You can find answers in the description. Thanks again, and keep learning with us. See you in the next video.